Yes, it's your man Jeremy Hassel, one of the most important artists coming out right now. Now, the reason I'm a big fan of this woman right here is because I like real artists with a real message and can put it down. Janelle Monae, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing fabulous, sweetheart. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Taking the time. Yo, I just bum rushed her rehearsal right now for performance, and she put it down. Mancini, do you agree? Did she put it down? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, let's go back to here. Let's go back to you. Now, first time I ever heard of your name was through the oukast family. How'd you guys even come together on that?
Well, I actually was performing at Mr. Sean Combs' restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia, Justin's, and Big Boy was in the audience. I was just up there, you know, as an independent artist and singing, and I guess he may have liked what he had heard, and when I stepped off stage, he grabbed my arm and he was like, I really want to work with you, and I think, you know, I want you to be on this new project that I'm putting out, the Got Perp compilation volume 2, and I put out Letting Go on there, and then I worked with him and Dre on the oukast Idlewild album on Call the Law, and from then on we've had a great relationship with one another as musicians and artists.
That's what's up. That's great. And now a better question: who is Janelle Monae?
Wow, that's a very broad question. It's very broad, but I most definitely will say Janelle Monae is a young lady who fights for freedom, who believes in imagination, and a young lady who believes that imagination does inspire nations. And I feel that my art is to be shared with the rest of the world, and it is my duty as an artist to expose my community and other young girls to a different side of life.
That's deep. That's kind of put together, right? I think she reads. That kind of came out just right. Now, let me talk about you because there's such a buzz about you that I hope you know about. Now, the buzz is so big, it reminds me similar to Gnarls Barkley before they broke over here, because people were talking about how the artistry and musician came together to make some great music. I want to talk about these suites you have, the Metropolis. Tell me about this.
Well, first of all, I want to say that's a huge compliment. I'm a huge fan of Gnarls Barkley, and I'm good friends with CeeLo. Right. So, what I did, I started my own label last year, the Wonderland Art Society. My production team and we just said it is time for us to pretty much determine our destiny with the help of God, of course. And we released on my label, the Wonderland Art Society, Metropolis Suite 104 The Chase. And I've chosen to break up my album into 4 different suites. A suite consists of maybe 4 to 5 tunes, artwork, and a video or two to go with it. And every 4 to 5 months, I'll release a new installment. So what we did was we put it out, and I want to be modest about this, but
do not be.
We sold a little over 10,000 records today, yeah, independently, and just with the word of mouth and people like yourself, Thrivals, picking up the suite and just telling the rest of the land about it. And so I'm really excited about 2008 because it created some buzz, and then I started to get offers, partnerships, because I'm already on my own label, partnerships, people who want to just be a part, and they're big fans of the music as it is, big fans, or supporters rather, I don't like using fans, but big supporters of the movement that the Wonderland Art Society and myself are really trying to push forward. So
and by partner, she means record labels, people with money, people who are trying to get in on this and make that dough. I understand why. And I don't know about your music. How would you describe your sound?
My sound is not, well, I'll say what it is. I don't know. How would you describe it? What do you've listened to the records.
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I like you're bringing back, in essence, real singing. You're putting in the melodies you want to hear, the harmonies you feel, and then you got a message that's coming out that people need to hear, young girls, men, we all love. And then these beats you have, they're your selection. It's not every day. I wouldn't say it's as pop. I wouldn't say it's R&B. I wouldn't say it's New Jack Swing. I wouldn't say it's 50s. You're inspired by a lot of things.
Yeah, I just like to keep it really funky. Like I have to be able to dance to my music. If I cannot dance freely, like James Brown would, or Elvis, or Mick Jagger, I don't feel it. You know, I have to be able to dance and not always feel like, you know, I'm trying to be cute or anything like that. But the music has to move me first, and then in hopes that it inspires once I'm on stage. That it inspires as many people that are watching. So that's really it, because I think a song can change somebody's life. I think that a performance can change somebody's life. And so I'm a huge believer in that. And so with that said, I try to create that type of music that is life-changing, not preachy, but just something you'll from listening to it, you'll pick up certain things, and hopefully you'll apply them to your mind.
Taking where you run. And your production team, I believe that's Deep Cotton, who you rock with. Let me see what's going on there.
Yeah, you know what? Deep Cotton, great. I'm such a fan of them. Nate Rocket Wonder and Chuck Lightning are the two wonderful inventors and thrivals who work on pretty much all my music, from on the Oukast project to Letting Go, on the Got Perp project, into and Metropolis, Suite 104, 2, 3, and 4 of 4, The Chase. Or I said that all wrong, but there's so many suites coming out. I got mixed up a bit, but we work together. And I like to keep it like that. I think it's time for, there are a lot of talented people around, and I think that it's time for more new people to be exposed. And I want to stay with this team, and these are the people that I think I'll spend the rest of my life with.